Bonjour mes enfants, c'est votre uncle. Oui, it's Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man, back after a long layoff for a variety of reasons. Mainly, old man ain't been feeling so well lately, and my videoing has been on Ricefield Records channel, where I do a live stream with him on Saturday evenings. And I'll try to remember to drop a link in and maybe advertise that for this coming Saturday. Anyway, I am back tonight. I did want to come back and do a little bit of the unbearable cheapness of Uncle Dan, and also a vintage record. I picked up two things yesterday, and one was a Garrard Type A70 turntable, which is a fairly old turntable. I think they were from like the '62 for a number of years after that. Developed from Type A. I have a couple of Type A's that I use from time to time. Type A70 is maybe a little more refined than that. Came with a Shure M44E cartridge on it, and works pretty well. It has a tick in it from, probably I haven't taken it apart very much, but I suspect that the idler wheel has a bump in it from resting against the motor spindle for too long, which is very, very, very common in those. Still, once the music comes on, the tick goes away. You don't really hear it, and it has a nice warm sound. The M44E, Shure M44E, is not a great cartridge, not considered a great cartridge. A good cartridge, but it was designed more for high output. It puts out like 9 millivolts as opposed to like 4 or 5 for most moving magnet cartridges. So it's a very powerful cartridge. Puts out a ton of volume there. So kind of helpful for that. And it seems well suited to what I have for you tonight. And let me just say here how sweet it is, because I picked this up yesterday too, a Jackie Gleason album. A Taste of Brass for Lovers Only. And if you know Jackie Gleason at all, you may say, well, Jackie Gleason was actually a comedian, and he was. And he, in fact, could not read music or anything. But he developed a very successful series of albums that he released over the years. And his first album, For Lovers Only, released under his name, was in the Billboard Top 10 for 153 weeks, and has the longest record still for time in the top 10, released in 1954. He released a bunch, I think like 10 of them sold over 1 million records each, and they're all basically sort of big band background, easy listening music. This one has A Taste of Honey is the thing that is going to jump out most to you. This had and it has some very good musicians. Roy Little Jazz Eldridge, who's very, very highly regarded trumpeter. The on trombone has Buddy Morrow. I don't know Buddy Morrow all that well, but the trombone, there's some very fine trombone work on here. It's easy listening, but it's kind of fun. And you can throw one of these on. I got this, and I paid $5 for this, which was probably too much. It was in great shape. It's a cutout. It was a cutout. I don't know if you can see that, but it was a cutout. And like some cutouts that you get, old cutouts you get, they were just, they maybe were sold, maybe played once. This has almost no spindle rash on it. It looks like it's in pristine condition, and it sounds great. So I've been listening to it today and quite enjoying it. And this is kind of fun stuff to have around. Remember, one of the great comics. And oh, by the way, this is a mono version from on Capitol from 1967. So they also released on stereo. It's interesting that in 1967 they were still releasing albums in mono. But some people, especially people who were listening to Jackie Gleason stuff were kind of older, and they might have had mono turntables. So this was released in mono a mono, but anyway, it sounds just fine. And I said, you can kind of drop in and out of this music and enjoy it. It's fun. I think I'm going to get some more by him, mainly because some of the others have, some of the other albums have very attractive women on them. And I go on the internet and I can't find pictures of very, scantily clad, attractive women anywhere except on album covers or old paperbacks. It's nowhere else on the internet that you can find that. So I have to get that this way. But a fun album, and it's just kind of fun to have. Kind of recommend it. And just a few words about Jackie Gleason. My dad, who died in 1967. I was quite young. I was 9.5 when he died, but. I remember my dad watching the Jackie Gleason show, and he loved the June Taylor dancers. Gleason had, he'd always have kind of big band stuff, and he'd have dancers on, and the dancers doing these kind of Busby Berkeley numbers. So they were, attractive women, with, fairly scantily clad, doing kicks and everything with their legs, and Dad liked that, so. So it's kind of fun. So for me, picking up a Jackie Gleason album is a way for me to, connect with my father who died so very long ago. 56 years ago. So anyway, there you go. Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man. And, go out and, I'm going to, by the way, drop in here at the end. I did a few seconds of recording with the old turntable, so I'll have you listen to that, see the old crude turntable. But anyway, these things can be fun. You don't have to, it's $30 turntable. You don't have to spend a lot of money on this stuff. You can get a nice vintage turntable. Have fun with it. Don't knock yourself out, guys. Just go out and have fun. Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man saying as always, mes enfants, je dis à vous, je vous aime. Vous êtes très intelligent, vous êtes très gentil, vous êtes très joli, vous êtes beau et vous êtes belle. Et je dis à vous, mes enfants, au revoir et aussi. À bientôt.